Let's see how we can manage our variables as well. So actually, previously we already saw how we can assign the return values into a variable, right? But we can just assign them to some static values as well. And we can do that in the suite level. So for that, so far we see the settings section and test cases section inside the test file. So we have one more, which is basically the variables here. So I can just define some variables like, let's say, similar to this one. Let's say this will be my variable. My variable. And let's set the value to 10, for example. And in my test, if I just print the value of my variable to console, what I'll say is the value of the variable. So this is how we can manage our variables. But there is one more thing I can do, which is overwriting this variable, which can be considered as a config management. So I might have different configurational variables, and whenever I execute my tests, I can overwrite by setting those variables from a config file or from even CLI, which is the command line interface. Let's try to do something like, again, executing the test case like this. And let's include only the relevant test case by adding a tag. Let's add this one. Let's say this is a prod testing, right? And what I'll do is just add the relevant tag by including only the test having the tag. And normally my variable is set here, but I want to override it. So what I will do is just passing the variable flag. Variable. And now I'm setting a new value to override the default value. So which was my variable, and I'm setting to 20 instead of 10. So now if I run the test, I see 20 instead of